You're listening to Huddle Up with Josh Kelski.
Welcome to Huddle Up. I'm Josh Kelski, and we're focusing on the Florida Panthers and their path to the playoffs. 1 week ago, the Panthers were 5 points out of the playoffs, with only one game in hand on the Toronto Maple Leafs. Now, the Maple Leafs started losing a lot of games. They've lost 3 games in a row after beating the Panthers just a couple of weeks ago. Now, the Panthers have finally kicked themselves into gear. They won last night against the Canadiens, where they gained 2 points on the Maple Leafs, and they now have a game in hand in a head-to-head matchup with them to finish off the season. That is your path to the playoffs. Not only can they beat Toronto and move on to the Atlantic spot, they also have the wild card spot open, as they are just a few points, 3 points out of the wild card as well. Columbus lost yesterday. Everyone's losing while the Panthers have finally started to get some wins after struggling for over a month. The team that I saw yesterday was completely different. We saw Wallmark get his first goal as a Panther. We saw the energy level there, quick shots, rebounds, attacking every puck. That is a huge change. They didn't play like that last week, and I'll be honest, I don't get negative on the Panthers very often. I always support them. But last week, I went to a game on Saturday and a game on Sunday, and they looked awful. I almost gave up. But once I saw that Toronto started to lose, I regained hope. And there is hope now. The fan base is behind the Panthers. They have their opportunity to go to the playoffs. The gate's open. They just have to beat Toronto in a head-to-head matchup and hopefully gain a point with their game in hand, a point or two with their game in hand. So the Panthers have an opportunity to make the playoffs, as Toronto does not want this playoff spot. Once again, they have 2 ways of making the playoffs. The wild card race, they're 3 points out with a game in hand. They have an opportunity to take that spot. They also have a greater opportunity of getting the 3 spot in the Atlantic, as they have a head-to-head matchup with Toronto with a game in hand. The options are there. The team is there. The energy level's there. If they win tomorrow night, this team is in great shape to make the playoffs. I'm Josh Kelski, and thank you for listening to Huddle Up.